Seems like all the time I'm getting these questions, and I'm sure every YouTuber gets them, and that's how much money do you make on YouTube? Well, I have a fairly small channel compared to some with only 35,000 subscribers, and it generates some income. But the real bottom line of the question that people seem to be asking is, if I happen to get a really good video that goes viral, what's my potential earnings that I could make off of that? And I've had one that has 7.4 million views. So I guess you could call it a viral video. It's by far the most views that any of my videos have ever gotten. I think I have maybe 4 or 5 that have over 1 million, and probably maybe a couple dozen that have over 100,000. But this one was 7.4 million views. I just thought I would give you the exact breakdown of the money that I've made on it, just to answer your curiosity. So just a little background on how the video happened. I was on a bear hunt in 2011 in British Columbia with Eureka Peak Outfitters, and this is a spot and stalk bear hunt in the Caribou Mountains. And it was an awesome hunt, tremendous guide, tremendous place to stay, great food, saw so many bears, saw a lot of other wildlife, and just spent a week in the mountains of British Columbia. Actually shot the 43rd bear that I saw. And as a bow hunter, spot and stalk bow hunting in the mountains is really, really difficult to get close enough to a bear to get a shot and get one killed. So it was a great hunt. Everything about it was just phenomenal. But we had this one experience where we were headed back in the afternoon to head back to camp for supper. And at the resort, what we would do is have a dinner with all the hunters that were there, and then we would go out in the evening again and glass for bears after supper. So they had the evening meal at a very specific time, and we didn't want to be late. So we're heading back on the only gravel road that's in this area. There's just one way to get to camp. So when we came around the corner, and here is a moose cow with 2 little brand new calves in the road, there's no other way that we could go. We just had to figure out how to get around her, somehow get past her to get to camp, so we wouldn't be inconveniencing the people back at the resort, because it was almost supper time and we were already running a little bit late. So the moose with her 2 calves are walking away from us down the road, and so we just stopped, and my guide says, let's wait a second. When they go around the corner, maybe they'll go off the road into the bush. And so we just stopped and waited for a few minutes. We slowly crept up, and we come around the corner, and she's still there standing in the roadway. So I'm just gonna roll a bunch of this video. That it's a 2-minute video that I put on YouTube in 2013. She actually rammed into the truck, I think 6 times. I got 3 of them on video. The guide says there's got to be a grizzly bear or a pack of wolves or something right around here, or otherwise she would just get off the road. But she's afraid to get off the road because she's being harassed by some predator. So we just stopped and waited again, and every time we would move a little bit, she'd come back and ram into us. And she rammed into the side and the front of the truck. So finally, when she got off to the side enough, this was about a 15-minute deal here, and she finally got off to the side enough that we tried to get by her. And when we finally got by her, she chased us down the road. I mean, literally chased us like a dog chasing a car. And we finally got by her, and we were just happy to be by her without any more. We wanted nothing to do with her. We just wanted to get out of there. I mean, it made for great video. But when I put this on YouTube, just dozens of hateful comments came pouring in, and people are saying you should have went a different direction, take a different road, you're harassing them. And I mean, I finally just disabled the comments because of all of the terrible name calling and attacks that I got. Just almost exclusively they were negative comments, so I just disabled them. About a year or so after I put the video, maybe a couple years, I put the video on YouTube, and then I got contacted by a company called Jukin Media, who is a company that will market your YouTube videos for you. And they offered to market the video in exchange for some of the profits. They had connections with like the BBC television and public broadcasting, and I'm trying to think of other, they sold this video to several different TV shows on National Geographic Channel and things like that. Well, I ended up signing a contract and gave them the rights to use the video for these sales. In exchange for that, they get 25% of what they sell to television shows and other programs and so forth, plus they get 25% of your YouTube ad revenue. That was in 2017, and the video continued to just go, go, go. I mean, it was getting over 1 million views a year at the peak, and sometimes it would really spike up. So altogether now it has 7.4 million views, and this is how much money that I made from the licensing of the video through Jukin Media. And then this is how much I made from the video off of YouTube. Now, looking back, I probably could have just left it on YouTube and let it go viral and probably made about the same amount of money in the long run. But altogether, I've made about $5,500 off of this one video in the since 2017, basically. So it's not a ton of money, but it's a nice little income stream. And you just never know if I ever have another video that does that. Depending on the video, it probably would do just as well on YouTube. So anyway, thanks for watching this. I just thought you'd be interested because I get questions like this all the time. And who knows, something like this might happen to you. See you on the next video.